So Bluescape is a continuous virtual workspace. It's hosted in the cloud so that you can access it from anywhere on an internet connection. When we came up with Bluescape, the thought process was coming out of physical war rooms. By taking it to a virtual environment, we could no longer have a requirement for physical space that could take a project 6 to 12 months or 2 years to actually complete. By it being this open workspace, we did not want to categorize it. We thought we could apply it to all industries. So we've had several engagements with Grand Valley, and we've talked about technology in the classroom with them. And when they came out and met with us and looked at Bluescape, it just seemed like a logical fit. When we met with Professor Swift, we looked at the opportunity with her course and decided that it would be easy for her to take and create individual workspaces based on the classroom sessions that she was doing. And that way she could then provide content specific for that week for the students.
Professor Swift has always been interested in bringing in different elements to a classroom, and as soon as she saw the Bluescape, she immediately thought of the potential of using it to teach a class remotely, especially with her students being able to access the technology from home.
Well, STAR will give us an assignment, typically 2 or 3 cases that we need to look over, and that material will be put online for us to access, just to read over the material. Then as we go to class, we'll have our own notes, and then she will tell us more in depth about the case, ask us about it. We can put our information on the board.
I think it's going to be very hard for me to go back without using Bluescape, because Bluescape is so much more interactive for me and the students. It's one of those things where you're constantly trying to think of a better way to communicate on Bluescape, so the whole class seems to be more drawn in by it, and so it's more fun versus writing on a whiteboard. Or I don't do PowerPoints, but they've been PowerPointed to death.
The Bluescape is just such an amazing product to work with that the students are just so engaged immediately by it.
This is a lot more active. If you make them come to class with things they have to put up and explain, it's just more interactive and more fun to do. It's projects that we work on equally.
I think the major difference is that students can work together on the Bluescape, whereas in a traditional class setting, you just have one person, it could be a student or a teacher, just stating the information and writing it down. Everyone can be involved in it, everyone can look at it.
I think the big thing that Bluescape allows in a classroom setting for students is that it takes the introverts and makes them extroverts by being able to contribute. Anonymous contribution in the classroom setting through this application brings out ideas that might not necessarily come out in a classroom setting, but where there's domination by maybe one person in the room.
One of the major advantages of Bluescape is that it's like an electronic whiteboard. The students can go on afterwards to the cloud and they can see exactly what we covered in class.
If we need to review any of the material, we have all of that same stuff where a whiteboard would wash it away. We have access to this 24/7, which is great for information we want to look into more or review.
I think that this is a new innovative thing that people would get excited about and being able to want to do, and it's a different way to learn, it's more interactive, and I think students would be very valuable to it.
Just even seeing the potential to use it in a classroom setting was just amazing to all of us, because you could see that the students were incredibly engaged, the professor was engaged, and the fact that we were all kind of learning together.
The beauty of this course has been opening us up to more opportunities with the university to build on this initial class and to refine our processes and to show that there is a place for Bluescape in higher education.